Hey guys, what is going on, and welcome back to another episode of CNC. It's episode number 12, and today we're returning with two big games with Brescia as we face Frosinone in the Serie A to kick off 2021, and then away at the Stadio Olimpico against Roma in the Tim Cup first round. We'll get to games though, shall Brescia be getting off camera, and also a couple of big bids for our youngsters as well. And of course, in the last episode, you saw the 1-0 victory over Pescara, and then the very credible 1-1 draw against Milan, where Esposito rescued us towards the end. Just two games off camera as we closed out the calendar year of 2020, and we started with a 4-0 loss away in Turin against Juventus. I've said before, though, I really don't mind getting battered in these games, as long as you win the games that are against the mid-table and bottom half of the table teams. We lost by 4-0. I feel they're quite a weakened side for the game. Higuain bagged a brace, Rabiot got one as well, and Cristiano Ronaldo also scored against us after rounding Moller as well. But the fourth goal that Juve scored, I've got to show you this one for sure. It's one of the most bizarre goals I think I've conceded in FM this year, and that's saying something. Desena went to clear the ball away under no pressure at all. It just smacked an opposition player, ballooned up in the air, and then Higuain ran onto the end of it and tucked it home from close range. Bizarre goal, but 4-0 the final score in that one. And then our final game of the calendar year was a 2-0 victory at home to struggling Spal. Nicolo Armini scoring, I believe, his first goal for the club, possibly second goal for the club, making it 1-0 early after a free kick was failed to be cleared. And in stoppage time, the boy did it once again. 3 goals in 4 games for Sebastiano Esposito as he bent one in from about 18 yards. Lovely strike as well into the top corner as we won the game by 2-0. So yes, to close out the calendar year on the back of 1 win and 1 defeat, as you can see, we are in 11th place right now, officially halfway through the season, and at the moment we are 12 points clear of Spal in 18th place, and of course after beating them we've got the better head-to-head record for now. So I would say this: if we beat Frosinone, I don't see us going down at all, because we've had wins against the majority, if not all, of the teams below us in the table. Who haven't we beaten? I think there's a couple that we haven't beaten. Of course, we played Frosinone today, but we beat them in the reverse fixture, but We've beaten most, if not all, of the teams below us in the first half of the season. No, we haven't beaten all of them. We beat most of them regardless. See, I think win today is Frosinone and we're safe. But just before we do dive into the first of 2 games, do want to show you this. There have been a couple of bids for our youngsters. Claudio Picardi, our young attacking midfielder, who, by the way, interesting news about this, finally, his determination has grown by rating, and his personality has changed as well, from fickle to fairly ambitious. Now, I mentioned this before, due to the fact that tutoring is no longer in the game, which was one of my favourite features, you have to do this via mentoring groups now, and it still works. It's just, for me, it seems to take longer. But basically what I've done is I've shoved Picardi in a mentoring group alongside some of the seniors here who have good determination and better personalities as well. So primarily Basoli and Desena. Viviani is in there as well, although it's not really had much of an increase on him, although his determination stat has increased by 1. And who's the other? Oh yeah, Morosini, who came back from his loan spell as well. Basically, if you want to change a player's personality, shove them in a mentoring group with senior players who have got a good personality as opposed to a poor personality, and make sure as well that the determination of those older players is higher than the younger player you are trying to change the determination and personality of. That's the way to do it, and finally it has finally had an effect after about 6 months. Milan put a bid in, Inter Milan I should say, and we rejected it of 1.2 mil. Sampdoria wanted of our young strikers who came out of the academy last year. Haven't played him yet, but does look pretty decent. It's just right now we've got a striker overload. And also Spurs and Liverpool want Nicolo Armini. Not a real surprise. The guy's had crazy progression since we signed him back in episode 1, but we know this guy is one of the best young centre-backs in the game. I'm going to do everything I can to keep hold of him, but the only problem is, whilst he's got 2.5 years left in his deal, if I try and negotiate a new deal with him, the agent will put in a non-negotiable minimum fee release clause. So for now, we won't offer him a new contract. However, in the summer, I'll probably have to do so, because it's only a matter of time before we lose this guy otherwise. He's got big interest from big European clubs in England right now, so it's a little bit concerning there. A little bit concerning, but hey, what can you expect, man? We've got some great young talent. Eventually, they're going to be snapped up like Sandro Tonali was. So yeah, first game of D2 today. It is indeed Frosinone at home. We beat them on the opening day by 1-0. And again, I would say if we win this game, I can't see us going down. Win this one and I think we're going to be okay. Right now on the injury report, as you can see, Tremor Lauder is still coming back from that damaged cruciate ligament. Damage he had last season out on loan. Everyone else is fit though. We're having a bit of an injury crisis this season, but now everyone else is fit and this is our team for the game. Stick with the tiki-taka because he served us well this season. And the back five and goalkeeper is Mola, Muru, Sistana, Parola, Armini and De Pauli with Viviani and Basoli through the middle. Bacardi keeps his place as our advanced playmaker supporting up top. They've finally got the link, as you can see. Eddie Salcedo and Sebastiano Esposito, our top scorer this year. On the bench, Alfonso, Magnani, Magravati, Martella, Sibeli, Desena, Mazzai, Morosini, Luis Ignoli, Dalmonte, Patagna and Balotelli as well. And just before we dive into the game, just remembered one more thing to show you. I've just signed a new contract with Brescia as well. It was due to expire at the end of this season. The Brescia ball want to keep me on for over 2.5 years. Not a real surprise, and yeah, I decided to extend it. So yeah, first game, it's Frosinone at home. Forza Brescia, let's get a big 3 points here. Oh, and I forgot to mention as well, Simon Scrab, you know, our Finnish player that was out on loan. He was the last foreign player here. He has also now left the club as well. That deal has gone through. He's gone back to Malmo, I think it is, on a permanent deal. So now we are officially a fully Italian side in terms of our players. You know, some of you guys did ask me at the start of the series if I was going to make my staff members fully Italian as well. As for now, no, we still have some foreign coaching members because obviously I'm not Italian myself, so it didn't really make much sense to do that, but that's definitely something considering for the future as well. If I continue to do club and countries on FM, making the backroom staff fully, you know, of the nationality as the club as well. Anyway, still 0-0 as we approach the end of the first half. Terrible first half so far. Absolutely nothing going on. Wow. Okay, so we dominated possession. Haven't really done much with it though, as we're still tied at 0-0. I'll say to the boys here, keep working hard and we'll win this, but I will individually criticise the attack and the midfield for no chance created as of yet. And as the second half gets underway, what I will do here is higher the tempo a little bit and also distribute. Oh, we're doing that, distributing the ball quickly. Okay, all right, well, let's see if we can get ourselves a chance in the second half as we look to get creative as well. Instead, the first highlight is going to fall to Frosinone, it appears, with Zampano down the right-hand side, shut down by Nicola Muru, and as the ball inside finds Gori, the visitors look for an opening, which they've got, and they've taken as well. Frosinone in front, Shiana with the finish. My goodness, this should be a banker, man. Frosinone have done nothing so far. We've been in good form. Frosinone have been in bad form. We beat them on the opening day. And this is not how you want to start off the second half of the season, man. Going a goal down against a team that you should be comfortably beating. Still 1-0, but I guess proof we still got a long way to go. It's been an amazing season so far, but there's only a half in the books, man. There's plenty more football to come. And whilst we have been doing really well this season, we still got a long way to go. Come on, Brescia, though. Seriously, shouldn't be losing this one. As Muru sends it long, and there he is, the man of the hour. Ah, Esposito. Should have made it 1-1 and got his 4th goal in 5. That's the problem with Sebastiano, man. He has been scoring a lot, but he's been missing a lot as well. He's only 18 years old. Got to expect that, but still 1-0. Should have buried that. When it was me thinking this should be an easy victory for us, get the win, get the confidence heading into the Roma game, and possibly pull off a shock there in the cup. Instead, going to start off with a loss, it appears. Armini's just taken knock, and we're temporarily down to 10 men as well, as Frosinone go for the kill, which they might be able to provide. Zampano down the right, pegs it back, shot from range, block, second shot goes just wide. Man, oh man, this is so disappointing. We have been the kings of the late goals this season, but I can't see us finding a leveller. Just didn't create enough. Didn't create enough despite dominating possession. And there's the proof right there. It's been a great first half of the season, but there's a long way to go. And I'm not taking anything for granted. Not good enough today. That was the sort of match we should be winning. And I tell you, man, 18 games still remaining. I've been saying it. Like, if we could have got the win in this game, I think we'd have been fine. But instead, so much of the season still to play. I'm taking nothing for granted. Thankfully, Lazio just beat Empoli and Inter just beat Udinese, so big results going in our favour there. Hopefully, as I'll process through the final fixture of the day together, Bologna can beat Spal at Bologna as well. That would do us a massive favour there, meaning the loss is not too disastrous. So come on, Bologna. Oh, wow, Spal with a 5-2 victory there sees them escape the drop zone. So the gap is now 10 points between us and Hellas Verona, who I believe are playing tomorrow. Are they playing tomorrow? No, did they play on Saturday? Or did they play on Wednesday against Roma? So, yeah, there's a long way to go, man. Long way to go. Don't think the season's over just yet, because it clearly isn't. Manchester United now putting in a bid for Armini as well, which of course we are going to reject. Again, this is the problem with Nicolo, man. He's got 2.5 years left in his deal, but the longer I leave it, then the more chance he won't be willing to negotiate as the seasons go by, because the agent will say he believes he should be playing for a bigger club. But then if I negotiate it now, I have to put in a minimum fee release clause, which will probably get met. And I don't want to lose Armini at all, man. He will become the best centre-back for us. And, of course, I want him to get trained by Brescia as well. I can't lose him until at least he's got that homegrown status. And here we go, Man City now putting in a bid for Armini as well. Bids for the kids today. And I can try and persuade him to stay, but there's nothing I can do. I don't think either of us would argue the fact that Man City are a bigger club. Obviously, he's an ambitious player and this is a great opportunity for him. What's it going to take you to keep you here? Want to play in Champions League? Yeah, that's not something he's going to be able to achieve, obviously. He's a realist, Armini. Whilst I can't offer you that, I can offer you more money to stay. Come on, Nicolo. Do it for the dollar. Do it for the bills. Would a new contract on an improved wage be enough to keep you here? Oh, hello. Hello. It's going to cost you a lot. How much are we looking for? 13.5 grand a week. That's fine, man. That's fine. So long as you don't ask for a release clause, then that's totally fine. Come on, Nicolo. Be reasonable. Be reasonable with me, please. Don't put in... Oh, okay, I can negotiate it myself and I can take it out. Brilliant stuff. Okay, so the best thing to do here is just remove and exclude. Don't give them the chance, man. Don't give them the chance with anyone. Remove and exclude every single release clause. Nicolo's going nowhere. Champions League, there we go. I don't think we're going to be getting relegated, but I'm still going to remove it regardless. I'm taking no chances, man. Nicolo stays here. What we'll do is give him a big contract as well to make sure that he doesn't walk out after I removed and excluded those ones there. 4-year deal. I'll put him on 20 grand a week. So he definitely deserves that, no doubt about it. Dial that loyalty and agent bonus down just a little bit here because I like it to be neat and tidy. Pop that to 2.5. I'll give him a cheeky little goal bonus as well, which will probably barely ever hit, of just a 1k, and I think we'll give an international cap bonus as well of around 4k. Just put in anything that can help tempt him to stay, you know. And the team of the season 125. Okay. Yearly wage rise down by 5. Okay, totally fine with me. Nicolo stays, no minimum fee release clause, and an extra 2 years on his deal. Perfect stuff. I'm not a big fan of the yearly wage rises, but if I've got to offer them to tempt someone to stay, I'm not against doing it. The clause for me, you'll notice, it's Hellas Verona just beat Roma there as well. Big victory for them. So the teams at the bottom are now starting to try and claw us back down into a scrap with them. You know, the clause you'll notice, or the bonus you'll notice, I should say, I never, and I mean literally never, ever offer, is the unused substitute fee. As Viviani's suffering for a virus, I'm not going to risk it spreading. I'll send him home. The unused substitute fee. It is the worst bonus you can ever have in a contract for a player. Why on earth should you get paid for sitting on the bench? Fuck that for a laugh, man. I'll literally never ever offer a contract with that included. It's a joke. And despite just offering him a new contract, Man City aren't giving up. They really want him. Armini's the one they want. It's a decent bid as well. 7.5 mil in total. But no, Nicolo's going to be worth like 10 times that amount in my opinion as the years go by. So we'll reject that bid there. And let's dive into the second and final games this episode. Tim Cup first round against Roma away at the Olimpico. Last year, of course, we were knocked out by Inter Milan in the first round. And had we beat Frosinone and got the confidence, back-to-back wins, I would have been feeling optimistic about our chances. Instead, as is, I'm pretty sure we'll get battered in this game. And as you can see as well, for the upcoming fixtures in January, we've got some really tough ones. Napoli are away, Atalanta at home, Fiorentina away as well. So I could see a little poor run of form developing here at a crucial time and getting dragged back in to a relegation scrap. Let's hope that's not the case. So we'll stick with the 5-2-1-2 tiki-taka, but a few changes to our lineup here as a cup game. We've got Alfonso coming in goal. The back five is now Martella, Sistana, Magnani, Armini and De Pauli, with Bisoli and De Sena through the middle. Del Monte, haven't really used this guy at all this season. I've now shoved him on the loan list because obviously we signed him just in case we changed our tactics to a system with wingers. We haven't done that, and because of how much success we've had playing with this 5 5-2-1-2 and the 5-3-2 as well. I'm not really going to be using Del Monte at all because we can't even use him up top because we've got so much depth in the striker. I was hopefully someone to put a loan bid in for him and we can get him some first team football. And up top, the more experienced duo of Patagna and Balotelli. On the bench, Mola, Parola, Mangravati, Muri, Barbieri, Iglio, Mazzai, Morosini, Lucignoli, Picardi, Salcedo, and Rovaglia as well. So, second and final game, it's Roma in the Tim Cup. Probably getting battered, but you never know. Forza Brescia. Lost to Roma each time we've faced them in the series so far. Again, we haven't had a scalp yet. There's been no scalp recorded whatsoever. I don't think this will be the first one to disable, unfortunately. You always remember your first, you know. When you're doing an RTG, you always remember your first big scalp. And I think it will possibly happen this season as well. I mean, we drew with Milan. We drew with Inter, both of those games coming at home. There's no reason why we couldn't get a win against one of the big boys this season. If not this season, then surely targeting next season. But in this game, not too confident. Still, controlling a possession battle. And haven't really given Roma a sniff yet. We've got 4 players on yellow cards. But just like in the Frosinone game, very uneventful first half. Still deadlocked at 0-0. I love how much progression we've made in just one season, though. I really, really do. You know, last season, these are the sort of games where at half-time we were like 3 or 4-0 down. But you got to remember, because our team is just so young, and we've been developing all throughout the course of the 18 months we've been here at Brescia, the team is already looking better. Never mind bringing in new signings to help us out as well. It's getting better and better month by month, and I love it. But here come Roma after we surrendered possession with David Santon playing it back to Shettin, who crossfields to Zaniolo. Cristante crossfields to Florenzi, and Alessandro picks it up, finds Nicolo Zaniolo back to the right back, who has Martella to beat, and crosses, and Schick heads off the post, and De Pauli scrambles it away. Still 0-0, escape for Brescia, but really, that's the only thing Roma have done so far. We're looking relatively composed out there, but it's only a matter of time, you feel, before Roma kick it up a gear and find that goal to get in front. Justin Kluivert to Cristante, and Riccardi finds Kluivert as they'll play out from inside their own half. Zaniolo's got Florenzi out wide, and he'll pop it out to him down the flank, well past Martella, who comes across to cover, crossing headed away, and De Sena picks it up and crossfields. De Pauli back to De Sena as we're still tied at 0-0. And away goes our right wing back, been impressed with him this season, into Del Monte, who finds De Sena. Very uneventful game here. Surely a clear-cut chance is coming at some point. No, Martella. Balotelli. Oh, because of the lag, I thought it went in. I thought it went in. You know, sometimes it will lag a little bit and then it will have the goal flash up there. I thought that's what it was. I thought Balotelli had nestled it just in underneath the crossbar. Instead, still 0-0. And De Pauli is on a booking and getting a little bit tired on the 6.4. And to take off Martella for Mura as well. I don't like having a ball midfielder on a booking, so I'm going to bring on the kid, Mazzai, for De Sena as well. 15 minutes to go. Still 0-0. Really encouraging this. Well, we held Inter to a goalless draw. And we've held Roma for 86 minutes. The question is, can we see out the final 4? As Muru crossfields. And there is the kid, Mazzai, to Salcedo as the bench boys link up here. Eddie down the left, whips it across. De Pauli, the kid, blocked. Comes back to De Pauli. And Salcedo heads just over the bar. Still stuck on 1 goal for the season, Eddie, as it's still 0-0. And that'll do it. Oh, no. No. Heartbreak. Heartbreaking. Mancini heads home. Roma have won it. Man, I think we played better today. I think we played better. Suric with a free kick. Mancini heads it in past Alfonso. And man, oh man, that'll do it. I tell you what though, encouraging signs once again. I said it's the first 2 or 3 seasons. It's all about positive and encouraging signs. Could have won that game. 2 great chances with headers for Balotelli and Salcedo. Wasn't to be, but as Rossi says, the boys did well. And their efforts were excellent. We were unlucky out there today. Positive signs though, man. We are making so much progression with this Brescia team. And I think it's only fair as well we experienced some late heartbreak this season. Because you think about all the games this season where we've won or snatched a point right at the death. It's only fair that eventually something like that happens to us. But yeah, 1-0 the final score. Roma get the win. Back-to-back defeats. And back-to-back games where we failed to score as well. Slightly concerning over a tough run of fixtures coming to end January as well. yeah, little bit concerned now. And just before we end the episode off as well, we'll end on a positive today. As you can see, Nicolo Armini is now happy to stay at Brescia, as he's just signed a new 4-year deal with no minimum fee release clause. You'd love to see it. I've given him a big pay packet because he deserves it. He's progressing so well in training, and hopefully now he can get his head down and kick on even further as well. That will end today's episode of Club and Country, guys. So big thank you for watching. If you have enjoyed it, and if you did enjoy today's episode, then that's really annoying because he's been really good this season. Then please do drop a like. Much love to you all. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you for the next episode of Club and Country featuring games against. Let's come back in February and play for the rest of the January window. We'll come back with, I think, Udinese at home and Cagliari. Udinese away and Cagliari at home could be good, or maybe Udinese away and Lazio at home, perhaps. Yeah, let's do that. Udinese away and the guys going for the title, Lazio at home. Have a great day, guys. Much love, and I'll see you for the next episode of Club and Country very soon.